Hey guys, I'm SuperCoach here. Round 16 review. So, finally, a really big week. This is our first massive week in a while. I mean, this is our best week of the year, I think. We placed 414th in the round ranks, which I think is our highest by 4 spots. From around earlier in the season, I think it was the one where we captained Sinclair when we brought him in for that 160. But yeah, fantastic week. 2-1-1-8. Dodged a lot of carnage. Like, we also did cop a lot of carnage, but we dodged a lot, and our trades really helped us. But yeah, we went up 4,000 spots and got ourselves to inside the 5k now, which is brilliant because I thought we were going to drop out of the 10k for a second there, but we just keep hanging in there by a thread. Hopefully, we can get a top 2 or 1k finish for the season. That's my goal. That really is my goal. But just to stay in the top 5k is a win for me. I'm happy with that. So yeah, the trades we ended up doing was we got Horn Francis in, which was obviously not a success because he scored a 49 and got subbed out with an injury. I think he plays this week. I think it was just managing him, but it's a bit annoying when you bring someone in for a 49. Darcy didn't do too good either, which is fine. But yeah, he kicked the first 2 goals of the game, and I was fucking shitting myself. I thought he was going to score 300. I was jumping out of my skin. Then we traded in Mills. Again, disappointing trading, but I don't know. This pick sort of gives me the McKercher vibes. I feel like he'll drop a shit one to start. He still had like 22 disposals, so I'm not worried that much, but I feel like this is just a sort of outlier game for Mills. But yeah, look, I don't love the pick, but Mills and Bolton and maybe McKercher, just those 3 shitty primos that we're going to have to finish our side with. There's always those primos you have to finish with that suck, and it's going to be them 3, sadly. And even like Rankin and maybe not Daniel, but maybe Rankin included with these crap primos. But it is what it is, and we've got a lot of good cover. Like, we've got a 24th in McCarthy, which we can cover for any of the guys here, but we can't this week, sadly, because Whitfield's been injured. But having these sort of bad primos is the worst thing for me because we do have a lot of cover, a 24th primo, and the flex this season now. So having some worse primos on the borders of your team isn't the worst sort of thing. But let's get into the way we went during last week. So yeah, Jordan Clark 145, fantastic, really fantastic. This guy has just proven to be such a great pick. We got him in for that 60, and it was like, oh my god, what a shit pick. But then he just like turned it on from there. We've seen some really big stealing scores from Clark, which is great. His average is up to 110 now. He's near D1. Like, this has been a very good trade, and I'm very happy with Clark. Yeah, he just seems to be a 140 machine this year. It's weird. Because usually Clark is that. I was getting him in expecting he was going to be that consistent low tons guy. But he's really, like, exploded his sort of ceiling. So I'm really happy with that from Clark. Yeah, great week. He just feasted on the Saints. A key reason as to why Fremantle won. Sinclair, look, this is what Sinclair does. He has these patches of form where he can just really drop off. He's similar to a sort of Raul pick. But then you'll have like 5 straight games of 120 plus. So I don't know. Sinclair is a bit of a weird pick, but everyone has him now, so it doesn't really matter. And he's obviously going to be top 6, so nothing to worry about. Whitfield sadly going to miss another week, which is fucking annoying. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it's fine, I guess, because we do have McCarthy on the bench, and I believe he is going to push out Primo-like scoring. I'm counting him as a 24th in my team, as I said before. Stewart didn't play. McKercher 108. So first ton for McKercher in our team. The role looks fantastic. It really does. I'm very happy about the role he has. Even when he scored this 60, his role was good. It was just a very wet day, and his efficiency was pretty shit. But yeah, since then he's delivered us basically 2 tons, so I'm happy with him. The worry is Cosnorth got pumped by so much, they might switch up his role, And I mean, he gets named a half forward every week, which really scares me, but mm, hopefully he keeps his role. If he keeps his role, he averages 100 for the rest of the season. That's more than a fine pick. But yeah, just a bit of a worry on the role. Apart from that, everything's good with McKercher. 34 disposals. He just also gets a lot of uncontested ball though, McKercher, which is a bit of a worry. Like, his ceiling doesn't really extend that far. Although he's scored like 130s and 140s in the past, I don't know. I'm yet to see that sort of ceiling from him. Mills 56, horrible trade in, sadly. Yeah, 22 disposals, only 4 contested. Had like, I think it was 250s against. He was just, SuperCoach points were just like avoiding him at all costs, which is a bit annoying. But in the long run, I do think he's going to be okay, and I think he's the worst primo on our side. So you could have worse primos than Mills on your side. So I'm sort of okay to settle with that. Yeah, I'm also, one thing I want to touch on also is I'm really happy about the way these value picks saved our season. Like, we would have not been able to get 24 primos, let alone finish our team, if we didn't have guys like Stewart at 420, McKercher at 3, how much was McKercher? 390? 390 I think McKercher was. Mills at 390, who else was there? Rowell at 460 was like the greatest pick in all of existence. Um, what else we got there? Bolton was budget, but like he hasn't changed much, so you can't really classify him as a successful pick. Um, yeah, just a lot of these value guys coming in clutch so that we can finish our team, which is lovely to see. Um, McCarthy 101 on our field, but just put him as the emergency because I wanted to see the full Primo team in action, sort of. But yeah, McCarthy 101. This guy's he's gonna average 100 for the rest of the season. I think he looks like a ready footballer. Like, I don't think I've seen a rookie as ready for the game as he looks, apart from maybe Sheasel in his first few games. Like, he's getting contested ball, he's kicking the footy a lot, he's kicking it well, he's running off halfback, he's bouncing, he's doing everything. He might look even better than Sheasel in his first 2 games. Like, Jesus, he just looks like the fully developed player. It's crazy. But, yeah, super happy about McCarthy. Butters 123 got tagged by Chincotta, but was able to shake it just really well. Half the time he just outran Chincotta, did Butters. Like, I don't know if it's a fitness thing for Chincotta, but like every time I saw Butters get a possession, Chincotta was like 5 meters behind, so he was just able to burn him so easily, Zach, and get nice 30 disposals to get to 123. And but fuck me, Carlton is shit. Like, everyone feasts against Carlton. It's atrocious what's going on there. Brayshaw 84. We've seen a real drop off from Brayshaw, which is a bit annoying, but I mean, he's still averaging basically 120 for the year, so you cannot be sad with this pick. He's also given us some big scores over time. I just sort of think as Sarong starts to lift his form a little bit, Brayshaw sort of tones it down. Like, I don't know. When Brayshaw was really tearing it up, Sarong was doing pretty average. And now that Sarong is tearing it up, I just feel like Brayshaw's going to do a bit average. But I don't know. They both went average this week, so I don't know what the fuck that's about. But yeah, look, hopefully he can deliver us some big score. I think he's due for a bounce back game. If he doesn't cop the Jordan tag, I think he goes 130 plus for sure against the Swans. I could see a big game going here for Spray. We captained Dacos, which ended up being the right option, which I'm really happy with, because I thought Dawson was going to go huge. I thought Dawson was going to go absolutely huge, but he only went 112. So a 131 from Dacos is actually probably the best option. Obviously not the best option in our team because we had Clark 145 and Rao 147, but out of our and Rosie 150, but out of our captain options, it was definitely the best one. We viced. Actually, we'll get to that later. So yeah, Dacos, he got a lot of uncontested ball, and they had like 6 contested possessions, but he was just really good. He kicked 1 goal 3. He could have kicked 4. This could have been a huge game, but yeah. Another thing I noticed in this game for Dacos though is he was blatantly stat padding, just like blatantly, obviously stat padding. It was embarrassing. Like, if I'm a Collingwood fan, I'm embarrassed with that, but. I mean, I love Dacos, so I don't want to shit talk him too much, and he's doing really good as a SuperCoach pick now, so that's good. Dawson 112, yeah. Look, expected him to go a lot bigger against Richmond, but I don't know. After Adelaide sort of developed a big lead, it felt like Dawson sort of went to second gear. He just slowed it down and was just like, all right, let's not really risk an injury or do anything bad here. Let's just take it easy. And he still just cruised his way to a 112, which is fantastic. Yeah, he's proven to be a really consistent pick, which was I was thinking the complete opposite for Dawson when I brought him. I thought we were going to get all sorts of scores, but we brought him in for this 140 game against the West Coast. Since then, he's just gone straight 110s. And you got to think, he got tagged by Dunkley hard in this one, tagged by Jordan here, got a few free kicks against him late here. So he's done really well to get to what he has, Dawson. Yeah, 110 average is really good. I'm happy with his pick. It's probably been one of our best picks of the season, if not our best. Actually, no way our best, but it's up there. This guy might just be our best. Matt Rowell at 480k. What an absolute stunning pick. Like, when is this guy gonna drop off? I'm expecting, and I'm still expecting these sort of fucking 50, 60 floor scores from Rowell to come, but I thought they were gonna come like a week after we brought him in. It turns out he's gone 120, 114, 106, and this 114 and this 106 easily could have been 130s. And then he scores a 150 this week. Like, he's just a contested beast. He knows what he's doing in and under. He tackles, he gets ground balls. He's just a super coach pig. Like, if he can keep this up, he's easily top 8 mid. I think he's top 8 mid now. But if he can keep this up, he's going to be a serious chance at even maybe the Brownlow. Actually, not the Brownlow because they got Noah Anderson and Miller to take votes. But it's going to be a serious consideration for like All Australian. He's put together a really good season, Matt Rowell. But yeah, I'm not touching him for a VC or C option this week just because I feel like the risk of a crap game is closer than ever, given he's gone so well recently. But yeah, I'm so happy with the way Rowell has gone. It's an absolute robbery of a pick. Unbelievable. Hugh at 120, again, sort of like Dawson, very consistent pick. We haven't really seen the ceiling from Hewitt yet, but he's had like 30 disposals every game since we've brought him in. Yeah, I think it's like a 115 average since we've brought him in, and it's shown. Like, he's got a 115 average for the season, so he's easily top 8 mid, I think. And this is just one of those really slept on picks. Like, he's only 9% owned. Him and McCluggage are just those two that have really gone under the radar this year and have managed to be top 8 mids. So I'm happy I was able to sniff it out with Hewitt. Yeah, he's definitely going to be a very good pod. I mean, Carlton have a decent fixture for the run home, so I'm very happy about the Hewitt pick. But yeah, he was a shining light in the sinking ship for Carlton. He wasn't even that good. Like, I feel like he sort of frauded this 120, which is a bit crazy because in the past I feel like he's been underscored, but this was just a bit overs. But yeah, I'm not complaining for sure. Rosie 150, fantastic. Every time I get a bit of doubt in my mind that Rosie has been a shit pick, he like delivers the next game with an absolute banger. But what was I gonna say? The thing about Rosie is, I feel like when he goes well, our team goes well, our Supercoach team goes well. Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know, he's just sort of that barometer guy in our team. It's a bit strange. When he goes well, we go well. But yeah, I'm really happy with the 150 from him. Should have really considered him as a VC option. But yeah, it's great from him. Dunkley didn't play. Liddy 61, really good. Good debut on the team. As a Carlton fan, I was watching Liddy and I was like, wow, this kid's actually having a great influence on the game. He only had like the 11 disposals and 5 tackles. But when you were watching the game, it felt like a lot more. Like, I don't know whether it's because of the leg sleeve or anything, but you just notice him when he's out there. Jerry 111 VC looked really good early on, then just faded. That's been the story of a lot of Jerry's recent games, which is a shame. But I'm expecting a big one against the Bulldogs this week, and I think I'm going to vice him again because English is pretty easy to score against, and I think Jerry's due for a massive one. DCAM 111, really good. Expected him to go a little bit bigger against the Eagles, but I'm not complaining with a 111 for sure. The Pies just didn't do as good as we expected against the Eagles, so you can't really blame DCAM. yeah, he's been a really good pick. A 112 average, a super pod. Barely anyone has him. So yeah, very happy about this. He's delivered us some very nice scores as of recent. And he's a heck of a player. Like, he's got to be in All Australian ruck considerations because he's just fucking. His intercept marking ability, his marking ability as a whole, his ruck work, his like his ability to get down and dirty on the ground, and he's a heck of a player. He's a fantastic kick as well. He's one of the most skilled ruckmen out there, if not the most skilled. I love DCAM. Like, I'm a Carlton fan. I love Dacos and DCAM. They're just like, even before I had him in my Supercoach team, I've just loved them, especially DCAM. One of my favourite players in the league at the moment. Uh, Bailey Smith didn't play, but I'm going to see him this week. We'll just say that now, just because he's playing the Tigers and I think he's due for a big one. So, yeah. Petrarca 104. 32 disposals. Efficiency was really down, so he could have gone a lot bigger. But I don't know. It's just been sort of been the story of the season for Petrarca. His efficiency's been down. He hasn't been getting as much contested ball, I think. It's just been a bit of a down season. But 100 average is still perfectly fine in the forward line. And I mean, he's a successful bring in at like 480k. He's also another one of those budget guys that helped us complete our team. So thank you very much, Track. And a ton I'm happy with. Daniel 96. Look, just keep delivering us 90s, mate. I've got nothing to complain about with that. Keep delivering us these 90s and 80s, and then that occasional 120. That's perfect. That's all we need. Um, Ron Francis already touched on disappointing sub out. It just looked groggy and shit when he was out there, so could predict that he was going to get subbed out. Uh, but yeah, I think a good game is. I think this sub out will actually help him because he's needed a rest. He's visibly needed a rest the past couple of weeks. So I think he comes out firing against the Lions this week. Yeah, I'm not too pissed off with this pick actually. I'd honestly expect myself to be more pissed off when you're bringing someone in for a 49, but not really. I guess that's just because we did so well this week. I'm not too mad about anything. Rankin 99. Just get to 100, mate. Like, this pisses me off. Just, like, why do you want to score 99, man? Just get the extra point. um, Bolton 71. Look, he's shit. He's really, really shit. I never wanted Bolton in the first place, but there was just no one else to get in the forward line, so I said, okay, I'll get him. But his role actually looked a bit better today. Like, I think he got 50% CVAs. As of recent, it's been like 20%, so that's a rise. Yeah, look, hopefully we should see one of those massive Bolton games coming up. I mean, that's all you can hope for, I guess, but yeah, hopefully soon that comes. Uh, and then lastly, De Koning as the flex. 85. Look, he's been a really average pick this season. We expect him to do a lot better, but I think De Koning as the flex is like it was either him or Sheasel to trade out. We ended up trading out Sheasel. Also, I forgot to tell you that I traded out Sheasel. Unbelievable trade out. Dropped to 60. That's our first, I think, successful premium trade out of the season. Like, that's unreal. But yeah, De Koning did much better than Sheasel, so I'm happy I held him. And look, I still think there's that element of De Koning's ability to go like 170. So yeah, I'm not too panicked about this pick. If he gets a 110 average, it's fine for the year. Yeah, 110 average as the flex is not bad at all. I just hope Carlton start lifting, because when Carlton lift, De Koning lifts. So yeah, that's the way our team went. Really, really happy overall. Yeah, as I said about Sheasel, super happy with the trade out, man. Like, traded him out. I researched the role. I saw this thing. I went to DFS and I was like, let's see how many CBAs he's getting, because I feel like he's still been playing half forward, because he's managed to get these 30 disposal games and still only scrape over the ton. So let's see his role. I checked his role. It was that 50% CBA game against the Eagles where his role actually looked good. Then after that, it was just straight back to half forward. And although he was scoring okay, I could see that the role wasn't there, and I felt like a shit game was coming. So I was like, you know what, let's trade Sheasel to finish our team because we need to get some cash somewhere. We did that. We got him to Mills, and we got Hall Francis. But But was this the I can't even say. It doesn't matter. But yeah, very successful trade out. I mean, scored a 60. Everyone copped it, except for us, and certainly helped us to have a massive week. So, in terms of VCNC, I already said what I'm going to do. Jerry into Smith. It's pretty self-explanatory this week. Like I've checked all these games. There is really not much on offer this week. Like it's grim, the options. Maybe Dawson is the only one I'm considering. Apart from Jerry and Smith. But apart from that, there is just nothing really on offer here. So I'm gonna go Jerry into Smith, just a basic option. I think Jerry goes big on Thursday night, so we won't have to worry about a C option that much. But worst case, Smith against the Tigers will also go really good. Um, yeah. So we still got one precious trade. We're not gonna do anything this week. It's too risky. We just gotta wait for a big injury and then use this trade. But for now, my friends, that's fine. We're holding on to our precious trade. I'm happy with the way our team's panned out. I actually really am. I didn't think I would be, but I am. I'm happy we managed to get 24. We're ranked 4K. Not that bad at all. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really good week. Hopefully we can continue building on this. So, yeah, thank you.